CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look at our setting tonight. And David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Here are the five for the Clippers. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the five, home in the paint. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the two. Stolen by George. Batum scanning the floor. Outside, George. Lets a floater go. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Now, here is George. Defense is right there. Holiday against Jackson. Right side, George.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
On offense, here are the Bucks. For three, Middleton. No good on that one.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
And it's the Bucks on the break. Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Holiday with the block.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Now, here's Zubac. Here's George. Back to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Clock is at 3. George passes to Leonard. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Middleton. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
And here's George for 3. Drains the three-pointer. George has got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here is Holiday. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Now George feeds it to Batum. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 6. Lopez, no luck.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
The shot by George, no good. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
For 3, Middleton. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And then for Los Angeles, Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Leonard. Morris finds Leonard. Down low, here's Patterson. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Here's DiVincenzo. Passes it to Portis. And it's sent back by George. Leonard, that's for two. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was at.
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Rajon Rondo is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Coffey in at the small forward. A three from Morris. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season, but in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Portis. Shoots. Forbes the pass to Portis. It's rebounded by Rondo.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
And the pass to Oturu. Back to Rondo. Pass to Oturu. Count it. Oturu's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Orchestrating right now, Rondo should be playing with a baton.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Forbes the pass to Moore. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Rondo kicks to Morris. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Kennard the pass to Patterson. No good off the back of the rim. Bucks trail by 7. Here's DiVincenzo. Comes up empty down low. Here's Mann, and he lays it straight in. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think he's going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited. But I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Now here's Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Oturu. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Bucks trail. Forbes the pass to Antetokounmpo. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
LA has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Pass to Man. Lopez with the steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Middleton for three. The putback. It's good on the putback. Now just a 5-point Clipper lead.
And that reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Drew Holiday's checked in for the Bucks. Now here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. There's the pass to Zubac. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame. A smart block, if you will.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Drew Holiday.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zubac has got his first 2 points.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Middleton for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Middleton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our half. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves in. And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Now here's Lopez. No points in the game yet for him. The shot by Holiday, no good. Clippers leading by 5.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
When you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Taken away by Holiday. The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Middleton's got 6.
And that kind of consistency from Middleton from 3, that's huge.
Jackson against Holiday. Jackson misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. That misses off the backboard.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's DiVincenzo. After the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to Nora. Here is Forbes. From downtown, Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Bucks trail by 4. Pushing it up. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. And cup. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here is DiVincenzo following the 3-pointer by Nicholas Batum. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Outside Rondo. 1:25 left to play here in the 3rd. DiVincenzo against Kennard. Oturu hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Oturu's got 8.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Marcus Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Rondo with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Oturu, the pass to Kennard. Here's Coffey. To the paint. Stolen by Middleton. All by himself. For the finish, rips down the breakaway slam.
Middleton's got such a great wingspan. That comes into play on steals just like that one.
And here's Rondo. 24 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The baseline J. And that one goes long. Bucks trail by 5. Middleton on the wing. From past the arc. Can't hit that one. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. The Clippers on top. They lead by 5. And we'll 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. The Bucks shooting in this game 45%. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Here is Forbes, guarded by Jackson. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's George. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Now here's Jackson. At the elbow, it's George. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
There's the lob to Portis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David. That free throw good for Morris.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Leonard with the steal. Jackson kicks to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. George dishes to Jackson. Clock at 6. Zubac the pass to Jackson. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Los Angeles with another miss. Bucks trail by 8. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Middleton can't get it to go. And now the Clippers on the break. George has got the ball. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Second chance shot. Holiday looking for an opening. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And the wide open shot from Morris. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's Leonard outside for George. Leonard, and Leonard stays with it.
Well, Leonard taking initiative right now, has a good sense for where the misses are coming off the rim, and he's there ahead of time.
Leonard with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Morris passes to Zubac. Leonard with no one around. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
On the wing, Morris. Zubac kicks to Morris. 6 to shoot. From deep, George. That shot missing. The Bucks go the other way with it. Middleton for 3. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Middleton proving again how clutch he is for this basketball team. Big shot there.
Now Jackson. To the inside. Stolen by Middleton.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Leonard looking around. Kicks to George. From deep. So the Clippers with the win. They seem to relish their role. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. goes on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. So the Nets starting 5. Harris is out there with Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo, and they pick up 2. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Now here's Middleton, following the miss by DeAndre Jordan, and Middleton the bucket on the assist by Lopez.
Oh, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
Here's Irving. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Holiday. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Harris against Middleton. In the corner, Irving with it to stop the run. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game, and it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
And the jam by Harden.
Remarkable speed in transition from Harden, sprinting ahead of everybody, putting himself in a great spot there.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Dishes it to Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Lobbed up there for Lopez. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. The Nets also changing it up. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Jeff Green. Here's Harden. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Superb body control from Harden. When he's driving inside the defense, doesn't really have much they can do to stop him.
Holiday looking over the floor. Middleton on the wing. The 3. That shot misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Irving attacking. Out to Harris. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Holiday against Harden. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. Inside, it's deflected and stolen by Aldridge. Harris passes to Harden. Back to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Left side Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
Holiday. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He feeds it to Lopez. Drilled from 11 feet out. Lopez has got his second basket.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Irving with it. 5 points in the game. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Harden. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Bucks. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Got it off in time. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is...
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks ahead, leading by just 2. Let's take a quick break now. And
being able to go through adversity and come up.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Griffin. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. And Portis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And, Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Here's Harden. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Six on the shot clock, and there's a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Now, here is Harden. D right on him.
Well, they love to see that kind of defense from Forbes, working hard at all aspects of his game.
To the middle, and Portis throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Aldridge finds Brown. A shot by Harden, wide open. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks leading by 8. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Right side Aldridge. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Kicks it out to Harden. 5 to shoot. From deep. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Bucks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
1:21 left in the second quarter. Outside Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Here's Griffin. Feeds to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. From deep, Giannis. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Nets trail by 10. Griffin passes to Brown. Outside Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Johnson against Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. Back to Giannis. Lopez left side. Up in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Milwaukee came out looking very confident. They had intensity in their eyes and fire.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Outside Holiday. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. And the basket is good, and he's got it. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Blake Griffin subbed in for Green. Harden finds Irving. Back to Harden. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Middleton.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
On the wing, Irving. taken away by Holiday. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton leading the charge. Connaughton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Connaughton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Stolen by Middleton. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Misses the three. To the inside. Here's Irving. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Brook Lopez.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Connaughton kicks to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Harden surveying the D. Harris passes to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. And here is Irving. He's got 10. Now the pass to Claxton. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Harden. Irving from long range. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
They double him with Irving. Here's Portis. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Portis has got 6 points.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Pass to Claxton. Irving for 3. He can't get it to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And stolen by Jordan. Pass to Irving. This one for 3. Again, Irving missing.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk. But later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring. Clearly, the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Jordan dishes to Irving. Pulls up, high post, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Bobby Portis.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And a new group in for the Nets. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. 5 on the clock. Holiday, the pass to Portis. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Johnson outside. The kick out to Aldridge. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
Boy, Aldridge has a really nice knack and rhythm with the catch and shoot opportunities.
Here's Portis, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for the Nets getting the fourth quarter going, they've got Kyrie Irving. Green is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard. Middleton against Harris. Yes, that goes in. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And Green launches it from deep. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And here's Brown outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. Lets it go with the 3. That one doesn't go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Holiday. For the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Bucks lead by 16.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Irving, up and in on the layup.
All Irving needs is just a little room to convert, and he's good to go.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his 1st foul of the game. Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. Lobbed up there for Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. It's a 16-point game. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Here's Irving to the paint. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Green. Clock at 4. And here's Harris from the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Deep. And no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And here's Harden for 3. And the Nets miss again. Milwaukee leading by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Milwaukee.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Chris Middleton.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
Forbes, the pass to Portis. Fades back, and that one is good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Count that one.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. Throws it up high. Up again.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
The kick out to Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Now here's Covington. Pass to McCollum. Portland with a new 14. The feed now to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Passes to Powell. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Now here is Holiday. DiVincenzo misses off the left iron. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Stolen by Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton inside the 3-point line. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Lillard surveying the D. Misses off the right eye.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot. Everything looked good until the finish, and it all goes wrong.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. That one goes. Count it.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
Holiday attacking, right on the bucket.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Now here's Lillard. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Powell, no one around him. They grab their own miss. Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Hits the three-point foul. McCollum's got 5 now.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Lillard outside. Lopez with the steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Connaughton. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Middleton's got his second bucket. Lillard against Holiday. Shoots the three, and it's Damian Lillard with the three.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
Lillard against Holiday. Good work defensively by Lillard.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
In the corner, Powell with it. And it's off from three-point range. The Bucks trail. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now defended by McCollum.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Powell, the pass to McCollum. Banked in off the glass. That's 7 points for C.J. McCollum. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Back to Holiday. And it's good, 2 points.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
2 second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lillard against Holiday. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And it's sent back by Lopez. And he recovers it. Pass to Middleton. Got it up. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Trailblazers lead by 1. And don't go away.
I think it comes from the end.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Antetokounmpo out there with Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Nora in at the small forward. 4 on the clock. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee in the lead.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. Bucks another fast break opportunity here. And it's blocked.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
Anthony's shot is off.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Jones, no one around him. Drills it from outside. Jones has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. The pass to Forbes. Over McCollum. And he overshot that one, missing. Portland's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Jones dishes to McCollum. Here's Simons. Here's Cantor. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You're dealing with a lot when you're guarding Cantor. Big frame, good moves, good feet, good finisher, and doesn't mind the physical battles.
Both teams will make substitutions. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony Simons. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Forbes the pass to Portis. And it's in there. And the Bucks lead by 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lillard outside. And then Lillard slams it in.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. With his speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
Pass to Connaughton. Here is Forbes. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
I like seeing Lillard go to the floater. He has such a soft release and touch on this shot.
Here is Forbes. Middleton looking it over. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
The Bucks shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
And really, from second-round pick to All-Star, Middleton's story, inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And Lillard kicks to Covington. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
2 shots. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Nurkic the pass to Powell. Lopez with the block. Passes it to Middleton. Outside Holiday. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good action during the period. And that...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Portland trailing here. Lillard with it, out guarded by Giannis. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. For the lead, Nurkic trying to get open. They get it again.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Inside. And the layup is good. DiVincenzo's got 7 points. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Powell dishes to McCollum. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Pass to Middleton. DiVincenzo with it. Now defended by McCollum. And that one drops for him. 11 points in the game.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
McCollum with the ball. He has 7. That one goes in.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
The pass to DiVincenzo. Covington with the steal. Antetokounmpo against McCollum. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And here is DiVincenzo. 7 points in the game. Down low, here's Portis. DiVincenzo kicks it to Tucker. Just 5 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 6. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. He feeds it to Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. They swipe it. Here's Connaughton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Wow, the speed of Lillard. So masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the left side wing. Portis against Cantor. Bucket is good. Portis has got his second basket of the game.
And this speaks to how strong Portis is. It's obvious he enjoys showing off that muscle.
Lillard outside. 27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. Now just a 4-point Portland lead.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Anthony, the pass to Lillard. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Trailblazers lead by 4. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Brook Lopez is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Holiday. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Cantor kicks to Jones. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Kicks it out to Jones. This is to McCollum. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
With the quick, accurate release, McCollum thrives on catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Holiday with the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Powell. Kicks it out to Jones. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Now here's Powell. Defense right on him. From 15 feet away. That one no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really awful. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
In the corner, Powell with it. Here's the teardrop. Jones, the pass to Cantor. And he banks in the layup.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a three, but he's at his best closer in.
Holiday with it. Jones covering. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Jones is running. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
For the Trailblazers, Robert Covington comes in for Cantor. And Lillard subbed in for Jones. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Lopez with the block.
Having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
Another shot. And McCollum with the layup. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now he's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Pass to Middleton. Powell with the steal. Here's the break. On up the court. And then Lillard slams it in.
Respect the leaping ability of Lillard, or you'll get dunked on.
Bucks trail by 9. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Holiday looking over the floor. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:40 left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
It's never really easy trying to guard Nurkic. I mean, even when you get physical, he just stays with it.
So it's the Bucks now. It's a 10-point game. Lillard against Holiday. To the middle. Lopez. Great D that time from Nurkic. And here are the Trailblazers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And a wide open look for McCollum. Offline with his three. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Middleton for three. It's not going to go for him. And it's Portland the other way.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Trailblazers.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession. We watch them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jusuf Nurkic.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
He hits both from the stripe. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Giles, the pass to Simons. Releases. Tries again. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
And so Portland takes...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the guard position.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Now, here's George. Jackson kicks to George.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Now, here's Batum following the miss by Giannis. George passes to Zubac. On the wing, Batum passes it to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And George drops them both.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
It's his first trip to the line.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. High post, Zubac. For 3. Doesn't go that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Holiday. Makes it off the glass.
He's able to shift gears in an instant. Hard to stay in front of Holiday on the drive.
Jackson against Holiday. Jackson kicks to George. Jackson passes to George. Zubac in the post. Lopez is there. Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
Middleton outside. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Yep, that one goes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Holiday. Paul George making his last shot. Holiday gets the bucket.
I mean, few guards absorb contact as well as Holiday. In fact, he often delivers as much punishment as he takes.
Now, here is George, taken away by Holiday. And it's the Bucks on the break. There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
George looking over the floor. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Here is Forbes, and the shot is good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Right side, Rondo. Oturu, the pass to Rondo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
Rondo is so tricky, consistently looking to take advantage of the defense being too physical with him.
And he can't hit the second. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here is Forbes. It's stolen.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks lead by 5. And we'll be back with you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. At the forward spots, it's the 2 Antetokounmpo, Thanasis and Giannis. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 1 spot.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
To the inside, Patterson. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Patterson showing some great sense of timing to get the score inside.
Bucks leading by 5. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Forbes. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. The shot's good from Forbes.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Rondo with the ball. And it's blocked. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Rondo passes to Kennard. To the paint. Here's Patterson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Portis. Here's Forbes. It's rebounded by Rondo.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Here's Patterson. The rebound by the Bucks.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Rondo dishes to Patterson. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Patterson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, Rondo's a handful in pick-and-roll sets. Always finds the right angle.
Swiped away. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now it's only a 5-point Bucks lead.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
are truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
George passes to Oturu. Outside for George. Nails the wide-open jump shot. George has got 7 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Jackson against Holiday. Count that bucket. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
And George, here we go. The shot misses. Good D by Lopez.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in. George way outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Clippers right now, Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2 spot.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And here's George for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Leonard, no luck.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Ahead, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Outside, George from the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Lopez, no luck.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Los Angeles shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Forbes the pass to Portis. And Forbes kicks it to Tucker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Knocks it loose. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Moron, that's good.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Rondo passes to Oturu. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Milwaukee leading by 10. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Rondo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rondo's got 5.
The craftiness of Rondo makes him a tough cover in pick and roll sets. Just when you think he's going to pass, he'll surprise you with the shot.
Portis, the pass to Tucker. Up top, DiVincenzo. Kennard against Portis. Here's Oturu. Offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Clippers have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. No good on that one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. 10-point lead. 1:04 left to play in the third. Nailed from three-point land. He has 5.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's Rondo. No good that time. Great D that time from Portis.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Bucks also with the sub. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's George. Drops in the layup for 2.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Pass to Lopez. Shoots over Zubac. Holiday controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Holiday's got the lead up to 13 now for Milwaukee.
Yeah, the toughness of Holiday, sticking his nose in there, coming up with the second chance look.
And here's Holiday. Here's Lopez. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Milwaukee going into the break with a 10-point lead. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Milwaukee leading by 10. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. Back to Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Impressive. You like the aggressive mindset. Holiday's not just floating on the perimeter.
Leonard looking around. Inside. George passes to Zubac. Here's Leonard. 6 to shoot. George trying to break free. And it's sent back by Lopez. Jackson against Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's sent back by George. They get it back. Giannis, no good.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The aggressive approach. Leonard pushing the action, rewarded with the foul call.
Kawhi Leonard.
The first one falls. And so he hits both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Milwaukee leading by 10. The pass to Giannis. And here's Holiday, guarded by Jackson. Holiday against Batum. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And it's George missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Here's Jackson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
Now here is Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Middleton on the wing. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Leonard, that one good for 2.
Driving with a purpose. Leonard shakes off the hit, maintains focus, count it.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Holiday. Trying to get open is Lopez. The shot by Holiday, no good. Clippers trail by 10. Batum attacking. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And it's the Bucks on the break. Holiday with the ball. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Forbes the pass to Portis. Now DiVincenzo. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Bucks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Drew Holiday.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
George with no one around. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here we go, one-on-one. Batum against DiVincenzo. He kicks to Tucker. Bucks passing it around. No good from outside. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep, George hits it from three-point range.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
Here's Leonard. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And looking at the Nets, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3. Holiday looking for an opening. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
So many things have changed around Jrue Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. No good from Irving.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable pop-up. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already. Well, great Flora when this says that Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Lopez with the bucket.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Irving. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
The Nets shooting their first free throw this game. Here's Milwaukee now. Harden against Holiday. Giannis outside. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. The shot's good from Lopez.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Irving passes to Claxton. Back to Irving. Five to shoot. Launches it. The shot missing. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And that's an intentional foul.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The Nets have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Irving. Harden right side. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in. Bucks leading by 3. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. Forbes can't get it to go. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton, and it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Bruce Brown. Aldridge kicks to Harden. And again, it's the Nets missing. Milwaukee in the lead. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
What improvement we saw during Giannis Antetokounmpo's first few years in the league. Went from raw to ridiculous in a hurry.
And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in, and that one good.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Portis, the pass to Forbes. Back to Portis. And there's the pass to Nwora. DiVincenzo against Irving. Shot clock at 6. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Irving kicks to Aldridge. Left side, Jordan. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. Portis with it. Picked up by Aldridge. Here's DiVincenzo. Count the basket. DiVincenzo's got his second basket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Aldridge, the pass to Luwawu. The three from Harden. Rebounded by the Bucks. And now we've got the intentional foul. The Bucks have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. First one falls for Antetokounmpo's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Both free throws good from Forbes. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. They trail by 9 points. Passes to Aldridge. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, at 7 feet tall and a 7'5" wingspan, Aldridge usually gets a clean shot off inside or gets fouled.
So he gets them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Portis. Here's Nwora. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Bucks ahead, up 7. And the second quarter will get underway. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin.
I think the underdog story, started with.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. They've got Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. Irving against DiVincenzo. Pass to Connaughton. And Irving comes to help. Here's Giannis. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Nets trail by 9. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. Portis, the pass to Nwora. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one goes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. The Bucks also with the sub. Forbes checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
James Harden, he's checked in for Irving. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And stolen by Portis. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. The Bucks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Drew Holiday is checked in for Bryn Forbes. Harden kicks to Brown. Harris outside, looking to end the run. And again, it's the Nets missing. Milwaukee leading by 14. Double team on Holiday. Lopez outside. Back to Holiday. He feeds it to Lopez. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 5.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
And an intentional foul right there. He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them.
And he has been really good here at the free throw line in the first half.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Joe Harris. Aldridge comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Irving subbed in for Brown. The Bucks also with the sub. Connaughton's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Nets trail by 17. Irving with the ball. Out guarded by Giannis. And it goes down 2 points. He has 5.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Milwaukee.
To the wing right side. Connaughton passes to Holiday. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Aldridge. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Now here is Irving. He's guarded closely. Lopez with the block.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots. One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter. Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Kuruc is checked in. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
The defensive awareness, the timing. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Harden with the stuff.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
The wide open look here for Holiday. But they get it back. Caruth drops one in from the wing. Nets trail by 20. Goes up off the inbound. And Harden lays it in. Harden's got 9 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Holiday against Harden. Three-pointer. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Back to Holiday. The tray. Again, Holiday missing.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Jumps up. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
That's impressive. Flying towards the hoop, Chris Middleton saw just enough of a takeoff area to get to the rim.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. Now here is Holiday. He has 5. Middleton on the wing. Good on the three-point shot. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's accurate from behind the arc, and there's a reason why Chris Middleton takes a good amount.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They are dominating the scoring, leading by... And that's a...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Well, there is continuous energy in DeAndre Jordan's play, really hustling on both ends and influencing those plays with that activity.
Shoots off the step back. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Holiday finds Middleton. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Holiday. Over Harden. The shot by Holiday, no good. Nets trail by 18. Goes up. And the rejection by Giannis. Here we go, one-on-one. And they go to the intentional foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jordan. And it's Brown in for Irving. Holiday against Harden. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Lobbed up there for Lopez. It's stolen by Brown. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Second shot opportunity. Tries yet again. And he sinks the layup.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Holiday against Harden. Count it. Holiday's got 7 points in the game.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First free throw is good. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. There's the lob to Portis.
Now, good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
To the paint. Portis brings the double team. Green passes to Claxton. Lays it up and banks it in. Claxton's got his first points of the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. On defense, Brooklyn. It's a 16-point game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen. It's tipped. Tries to keep it alive. And so Green will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets to the middle.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here is Forbes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 6. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stop.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Now the pass to Connaughton. Outside Portis. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here is Forbes. Here's Portis. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And that's now 6 points for Bobby Portis. .59 seconds left to play in the third. Harden with it. That one drops for him. Harden's got 19 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here is Forbes. He's got 6. It's hauled in by Claxton. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
That one falls.
It would take some very special defense to stop him once he gets that close to the bucket, and they weren't special that time.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harris. It's deflected. Here's Claxton. They kick it out to Green. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. He gets it up, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Milwaukee with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. A putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
Middleton against Harris. Lopez kicks to Giannis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. For 3, Middleton. He's off on that one. The Nets go the other way with it. Harris dishes to Brown. And the dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan, I don't think he's shot more than 10 shots outside the paint the last few years, so dunking is what he does.
Here's Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the Nets making a change here. Harden's checked in. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Irving passes to Harden. Back to Irving. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
The Nets making a switch here. Luwawu's checked in. Harden against Holiday. Stolen by Harden. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And honestly, that was a great effort defensively, but Harden just with that unique ability to get his shot off under any circumstances.
Holiday gets the bucket.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The Bucks also with the sub. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. To the inside, Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Lopez with the steal. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Lopez finds Giannis. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And the 3 off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside for Griffin. Back to Aldridge. Out to the wing. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Bucks leading by 10. Now Holiday. Six on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Harden kicks to Griffin. To the left wing. Inside from 11 feet away. Here's Jordan. Good D by Lopez.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Here's Giannis. It's good. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Both free throws good from Holiday. Nets trail by 14. Outside, Green. The feed to Harris. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and he commits the intentional foul. And he makes the first. Brown is checked in for Blake Griffin.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bucks.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
Lopez. And they had their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Brown the pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Bucks passing it around, passes it to Lopez. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
And Lopez serves as an unbelievable case study for someone who changed his game over time. I mean, almost in a season. So specifically, how he added the three-point shot, it's made him such a valuable asset to this offense.
And that's an intentional foul. And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 8 seconds left in the fourth. Aldridge dishes to Johnson. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
Again, lefties are so tricky. He's not afraid to pull up and shoot that soft floater from time to time.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They came in. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to... And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. And with
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Three-pointer, Lillard connects from three-point range.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Holiday against Lillard. 6 to shoot. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Middleton, a scorer by nature. That time showing you he can find his teammates, too.
Lillard looking around. All sorts of time. Chalk up 2 there. Lillard's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Taking it strong. Nice finish by the big fella. Way to get after it, Lopez.
Lillard outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
They now take the lead.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Forbes the pass to Connaughton. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played,
it's really easy to understand why this team thinks so highly of Antetokounmpo. I mean, a smart player, he takes high percentage shots, and he's team first in his approach.
Simons surveying the D. It's Jones on the wing. McCollum outside. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And there's the feed to Giannis. And that one, good. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
McCollum outside. Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And they're able to recover. Here's Cantor. Giannis grabs the miss. Bucks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Off on the layup.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he's
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
They've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in the point guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Portland trailing here. And now Portland on the break. The shot's good from Kanter. Kanter's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Trailblazers. Well, we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Tucker, the pass to Portis. He makes the Johnny from the left block.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
McCollum outside. Fires the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. It's stolen by Jones. Outside Anthony. He dishes it to Kanter. Back to Anthony. Right side Jones. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Kanter. Portland needs to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. DiVincenzo kicks to Forbes. Back to DiVincenzo. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Lillard outside. The pass to Nurkic. Puts it up from 12. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his first bucket in this one.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Here's Forbes. Here's Portis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Portis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Teardrop shot. Lillard misses.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
DiVincenzo passes to Nwora. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Powell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Our first free throw is good. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And Giannis throws it down.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
Lillard.
Oh, what a dunk! And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
And Portland making a change here. Jones is checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Middleton looking it over. Pushing it up. Here's Powell. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. The shape. And the layup is good. Nurkic has got his second bucket.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Middleton against Powell. Middleton drives in. Count that one. Middleton's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Bucks.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Lillard against Holiday. Lobbed up there for Lopez.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 10-point game. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Good on the shot.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Three-pointer. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Cantor checked in for Portland. Bucks leading by 5. Passes it to Connaughton. Portis against Cantor. Here's Nora. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lillard outside. He kicks it to Powell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Cantor with his first shot attempt. Good as the jump shot falls. Connaughton's got his first points in this one. Trailblazers trail by 7. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Fires the 3. And it's Lillard missing.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
There's the triple. Unable to get that one. Portland's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. In the corner, Powell with it. A second chance effort puts the move on. And a wide open look for McCollum. Trailblazers keep it alive. Back to Covington. Pass to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Bucks leading by 7. Here's Forbes. Pass to Connaughton. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Now here's McCollum, guarded closely, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Here's Forbes. No good with the layup. The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 4. And time for the... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Trailblazers trail by 4. They've got McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Well, how about the concentration of Antetokounmpo? I mean, he expects to get hit when he's taking it strong to the rim and still is able to muscle his way through contact.
The pass to Simons. Kicks it out to Jones. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Middleton against Jones. Outside Holiday. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Over Anthony. Giannis no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. Kicks it out to Jones. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
Hey, and you know, really Antetokounmpo could look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
And here's McCollum for 3. And no good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up. Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
This is it to Simons. Kanter kicks to McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Now he's checked in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight he can flat out dominate games at times.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Holiday, no one around him. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's McCollum. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. It's good.
Man, I like the confidence from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's so good at playing within himself, taking his time, measuring the shot, and then knocking it down.
Step back and squared up.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Middleton on the wing. It's up a three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Powell with it. Now guarded by Middleton. McCollum takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Now just a 5-point Milwaukee lead. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Giannis. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Lillard against Howard. Lillard outside. No good on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. There's the three. And the rebound by Nurkic. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Outside, Covington. Takes a three. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Down low, Covington with the steal. No good. And so the Bucks take the win. A truly gutsy. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.